Oh, it means everything. This is what, as you talk about in January, this is what you're, shooting for. This is the goal is to be playing in December, playing for a national championship, have everybody still, watching you on TV and being able to be the top four team and one of the top four teams in the nation. So, it's probably one of the biggest accomplishments I've had in my life in a long time because I wasn't able to be a part of the last Final Four run that we had. So, this is probably the biggest moment for me because, I'm actually getting to play this time.
And kind of like you mentioned earlier, Ragan, you didn't get to play in the North Dakota State game, so is it kind of neat to get another shot at those guys?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I was in 2014. I sat on the sideline and got to just watch and be in awe. But this time I actually get to be a part of the action. I get to feel the energy that I got to watch back in the day. So it's big for me because now it's actually the first time to actually get to strap up against these guys, and that's what I always dream for is to play, top programs in the nation and get to compete against some of the top players in the nation.
Do you guys let yourself think that you're 4 quarters away from the national championship game, or is it just locked in on the task at hand with the team that's ahead?
I was locked in on the team at the task ahead. We always talk about going 1-0 every play, so it's more worried about the play you can control right now. Don't worry about the play behind. Don't worry about 10 plays from now. Worry about the play right in front of you. Go 1-0 on that play right there.
Obviously, they're one of the best programs in the country, but this specific team, what challenges have you seen from them that you guys will see Friday night?
Probably a little more physical than we've ever, experienced. They don't breed players like they do in North Dakota here in Texas because, we're used to kind of fast twitch kind of guys. They're a more physical team, a bigger team, something we haven't seen, all season really. So it's going to be a challenge, trying to be more physical and compensate for the size that they have over us.
I guess just talk about what you've seen from their secondary. I saw that they got two safeties who are pretty good players, so what have you seen from them?
Oh, great players. Like everybody else on that roster, they're great players. But I also think we have some of the best receiving personnel in the country. So they're going to have their hands full with our receivers, our slots. It's bound to happen. Somebody's going to have to take one of those knockout blows down the field, and it's going to be mano a mano with one of their corners or safeties against our slots or receivers.
Ragan, is there much talk about the history of this matchup, having lost to them 3 times in the playoffs in the last 7 years?
I wouldn't say there is because that was a different program. That was a different team. This is a different team than we were 3 years ago. We have some new faces. There's probably maybe a handful of guys that were even on that team in 2014 that got to witness or got to play against North Dakota State that time. So I don't think there's a lot of thinking about past history. It is in the back of your mind, the national championships that we went to and they took from us. But most people aren't thinking about that because it is new program, new face. Moving on from that.
What do you guys specifically have to do well Friday night to have a chance to walk out of there with a win?
Be consistent. We can't give them any cheap yards, no penalties. The penalties will kill us because we have been penalized a lot in the past couple of games. We've managed to overcome some of the penalties in the past, but letting a team like North Dakota State get any free yards is going to be tough to come back from.